Great to be here with the council president and with Councilmember Rice. So we are all three honored to be able to represent our agricultural community today as part of Ag Day, and it is a profound honor for me to represent, as the new council member in District 1, part of our critical agricultural reserve. In 1980, Montgomery County made one of the most important and impactful land use decisions in the history of the United States in our dedication and commitment to the agricultural reserve. And today we have the folks who prove to us every day just how important and how significant that land use decision was. Our agricultural heritage in Montgomery County isn't just about where we were and where we have been, but it's about where we are. And the folks who are standing with us today make such a huge impact on our economy, on the food we eat, and on all of the different things that they do to improve our quality of life, proving that building a sustainable future isn't just about our environment, it's about our economy. And so I am honored to be here with my colleagues, honored to recognize them. And with that, I'd like to turn to my friend and colleague, Craig Rice, to say a few words.
Well, thank you very much, Andrew. And you know, I'm kind of wondering what's happening with all the farms, because all the farmers seem to be here behind us. I'm a little bit concerned. If we hear reports about horses and cows running amok in the county, we'll know why. Let me just start off by saying how important this is from a personal standpoint. And I know many of the farmers behind me have asked about my mother, who I know is watching. It's one of those where growing up and understanding the heritage of sharecropping that was deep in my family, and then being able to go every summer and see the farm that we had in South Carolina gave me an appreciation and understanding for how important farming is and how important sustainability is for our future. And it's one of the reasons why I now make sure that I take my girls to see that farm as well, so that they understand where they came from, but more importantly, where we still need to be. As we care about the environment and climate change, we need to be serious about making sure that we have sustainable farming. And our farms here do a great job of being stewards of our environment. They are vested in making sure that our environment is healthy, because if it's not, they're out of business. And it's important that folks understand and realize that they are true partners with us when it comes to this overall effort. And so I just really want to thank them for the devotion that they have made to making sure that we continue to have a prosperous future when it comes to farming, but then also what you're doing to make sure that you're sustaining our environment as well. Two very equally important priorities for us here in Montgomery County, and that we need to hold up and value. So thank you, guys.
Well, good morning, farmers. You know, it's very important for us to host this recognition. I often share that, you know, when I first came to the United States at age 10, I came to Rolla, Missouri, and then I came back at age 17 to go to college to Columbia, Missouri. And I spent a lot of time with, you know, farmers and their farms, et cetera, because I had a lot of friends whose parents owned farms. But then when I talk to people about Montgomery County and how we're so close to Washington, D.C., and I talk about our agricultural reserve and our farmers, you know, I get this puzzled look because, you know, people think of Montgomery County only as a place where you have residential neighborhoods and you have a lot of emerging urban centers. But the reality is that this is what makes Montgomery County so extraordinary, is the fact that we have so many different types of neighborhoods and so many different industries that are here all coexisting. And so it is important every year to remind all of us of this extraordinary gift that we have, this very unique feature that we have here in Montgomery County. And I have to say I'm very proud that I have been able to serve with colleagues who understand issues of sustainability and what we need to do constantly to ensure that we keep this as a vibrant component of our county. So thank you for everything that you continue to do every single day. And most importantly, I think for us is really exposing our young people, our students, to this amazing feature in Montgomery County, so they can also look into farming and understand that sustainability, environmental sustainability, and economic sustainability is possible. So thank you and congratulations for everything that you do.
Great, and if we could have Jeremy Criss come up and introduce everybody who's with us today, I'd appreciate it. This is a test, although his job is not dependent on the outcome.
Good morning, everyone. It's a real privilege to be here. I work in the Office of Agriculture, and the folks that stand behind me and beside me are really my clients, and I'm really blessed to be able to work with the agricultural community. And at this point, I've been asked to introduce everybody we have here, so here it goes. All right, so we first are going to start over here. Rick Walter, raise your hand when I call your name. He's the Director of Extension. We got Tim McGrath here. He's on the Farm Bureau. Mike Scheffel, he's the Administrator for Farmland Preservation. Robert Butts from Wardaca. Going across the back, Pam Saul from Rolling Acres Farm. Lonnie Luther from L&M Farm. Lonnie's also the first Vice President of the Farm Bureau. Todd Greenstone, he's the second Vice President. Angie McNally, she's a member of the Ag Advisory Committee. Michelle Kropp, she's the President of the Farm Bureau. Pete Driscoll, he's on the Ag Advisory Committee representing horticulture. Doug Lecklider, he's the Chair of the Ag Advisory Committee. Michael Jamison, he's the Chair of the Ag Preservation Board. We got John Fendrick from Woodbourne Creamery. And John Zalotowski, he's our Soil Conservation District Manager. Wade Butler from Butler's Orchard, also the chair of the MAP, Montgomery Ag Producers. Doug Trigoning, he's the agronomy educator working with Extension. Bob Sissel, he's the Executive Director of MAP, also a member of Ag Preservation Board. Jane Evans, she's on Ag Advisory Committee. We've got Jane Siegler, she's a former member of the Ag Advisory Committee, former president of the Maryland Horse Council. And behind her is the president, the current president of the Maryland Horse Council, that's Neil Agate. And then we got Tyler Butler from Butler's Orchard and Jessica Simpson, is that right? Because I've never met you. Okay, from Madison Fields. Ben, oh, Ben, sorry. I'm sorry, one mistake. And one Ben Butler from Butler's Orchard.
I don't know about you, but I am impressed. That was probably the most talented display that has ever happened in this moment, and I hope that the county executive, as he's figuring out his last-minute decisions of his budget, just watched that display from our Office of Agriculture. With deepest gratitude for allowing us to eat the fruits of your labor up here and those you're representing each and every day, both figuratively and literally. I'm going to read this proclamation here with my colleagues. The Montgomery County Council, Maryland proclamation, whereas 2019 will mark the 46th anniversary of National Agriculture Day, created in 1973 to recognize and celebrate America's agricultural industry and to increase public awareness of agriculture's role in our society. And
whereas agriculture provides us with most everything we eat, wear, or use daily, including contributing to fuel and other bioproducts, and as the world population continues to increase, there is an even greater demand for production of these products in the United States. And
whereas during National Agricultural Day and every day, we all should understand how food, fiber, and renewable products are produced. Value how critical agricultural is in maintaining a strong economy and promote career opportunities in agricultural industries. And
whereas the Montgomery County Agricultural Reserve is 93,000 acres of protected farmland and open space that is home to 550 farms and 350 horticultural enterprises and a growing equine industry. And
whereas the businesses in the Agricultural Reserve contribute more than $287 million annually to the economy. I think I need to repeat that. Whereas the businesses in the Agricultural Reserve contribute more than $287 million annually to the economy in agricultural products and operation and employ more than 10,000 residents. And
Whereas the Office of Agriculture was created to support and promote our agricultural industry in Montgomery County, as clearly evidenced here today. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the County Council of Montgomery County, Maryland, hereby recognizes March 14th, 2019 as National Agriculture Day. And be it further resolved that the council encourages all residents to honor farmers and those in the agricultural industry for the vital role they have in our economy and to support the continuation of our county's farming heritage and farming culture. Presented on this 12th day of March in the year 2019 and signed by myself, the council president, and Councilmember Rice. Congratulations.
So on behalf of the agricultural community, we want to thank the County Council for this opportunity to acknowledge National Agriculture Day and the importance of agriculture in Montgomery County. Thank you very much.
And by the way, the mic drop earlier was slightly delayed. The staging had that right after Mr. Criss had gotten everybody right. We just were slightly delayed on that, and I apologize. It's my fault. But if our colleagues could stand up in the back, and we're going to take a group picture here to honor our friends in the agriculture industry.